Yeah, hey Nick, how's it going? All right, so here's a question for you, Nick. How is? Well, I can just move it over. Okay, that's fucking awesome. So I finally after 4 times going to the place where I got my new frames. These are new frames. I finally got a pair that works. Evidently, the material that they were doing my prescription with, um, something base curve, something curvature of the lens, something wasn't working out for me. So I finally got the right type of material, and the way they grind the material, it's working out for me. But the cool thing that I think is really neat is that I guess with the anti-reflective coating they put in this shit, you can actually see my fucking irises. You can actually see the whites of my eyes and shit. That's really cool. You don't have the reflection of the screen anymore, or at least it's a lot less apparent. Neat. How about that? All right, well that's cool. I'm happy about that. Little vanity thing that gets added in. I have eyes now. Hee hee. So clever. All right, well, I've been doing a lot of BS stuff lately, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. It's been really fun flying around in a Hyperion and shooting things with it. I kind of feel like I want to jump in a BC just to shake things up a little bit. Then I'll probably go right back into BS today. That sounds fun. God, it's such a good feel to be able to say this. Hey, I got options. I could be in this big ship, or I could be in this big ship, or that one, or that one, or that one, or that one of them. I'll take them all. Yeah. So good. So good. Alright, well, we're going to jump into Cyclone. We're going to pop some droogs and hopefully get some good results, and then we will get going. Really cool. You're ready for some Officer Fido battleship cruiser action? Yes, Beastovich. Yes. You understand. Okay, good one on the blue pill. Perfect drug rolls. How about that? Alright, now I just need to shove an implant in my head and we'll be off. That's the weapon upgrades. I want this one. What? Did I put in the wrong implant? Probably. I did. Okay, let's unplug that. It's this one. That's the one I wanted. Boop. Nice. Let's get the dancer someone to dance for her. And we are pretty much set. Do I have an MGD? I have an MGD. I could use a little bit more ammo. Evidently this Cyclone's been around the block at least once. Good for it. Oh yeah, and I could use some CN Nova. Okay, that should be enough. Now drones. We're down a drone. We're down a warrior. Yeah, this Cyclone's seen some combat, that's for sure. Alright, we're pretty much good to go. Let's do this. Just make sure this old girl is insured. Alright. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of battleship stuff lately. Okay. I'm gonna make sure that scene swap, the chat wasn't messed up. Looks like it's fine. Alright. So, added another Tempest to the Fit Up Ships mix. I think the Tempest run that we did earlier was actually pretty good. I was very happy with the results in that Tempest. I feel like with the double newt, even though it's not double heavy newt, with the double, like the heavy newt medium newt combo, it works out pretty well, especially with the Fed Web. Also fit up a gank style Dominix, which should act fairly similar to the Hyperion, less damage output, but way better apply damage to smaller ships, assuming that those smaller ships are trying to get under my guns and such. Should be fun. It also has it has a second heavy newt over the Hyperion's single heavy newt, which will be, I think, really strong, really powerful. The only thing I'm not really certain about with all these gank battleships that I've been running around with is the choice between a long point and a scrambler. The scrambler is definitely the way I want to go for tackling something. Pretty much because if I actually do run into a BC or BS, it means that they can't MJD away. Unfortunately, I don't trust myself to be a big micer and actually watch for someone to MJD and MJD after them and holding tackle the entire time. He's crazy. But the problem with that is that so often when I'm running around in a battleship with a heavy newt that I newt out like a worm or a Garmer or something stupid that got something really fast that got in close, like maybe a slicer. I cap it out. They realize, oh crap, I'm dead in the water, and then they warp off before I can get a scrambler on them when they're around 20 km. So I'm leaning towards the long point as being the way to go, but it's got limitations. Hey Andrew. Just getting started, man. I'm going to be doing a little bit of PV today. Man, this it's kind of frustrating. So, I mean, I'm pretty happy with these new glasses. The problem I'm having with them is that even though they're approximately my old prescription, they're not quite exactly 100% the old prescription. So I'm getting that little bit of eye strain. It's not what I was experiencing before, where the prescription was off. So, hopefully, after like maybe an hour or so, like I won't have a headache or anything. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to that if that's the case. Yeah. Whoa, I have a lot of paste in here for no reason. That's like 10 mil worth of paste. I'll drop that off in C8 or something. One of my bigger ticket items, as far as bigger ships go, and flying around different battleships and everything, I want to try to figure out a missile BS that I'm happy with for running around solo. It's really tough. It's really tough. I think the Typhoon is pretty much the strongest choice. I've been comparing the Typhoon and the Raven a lot lately. I love that the Raven has 7 mids. It means I can pretty much fit a target painter. But the EHP of the Raven in comparison to the Typhoon and how limited the Raven is with only 5 low slots, I really would like to do an armor tank on the Raven. Essentially means that the Typhoon is always going to have like a lot more EHP and a much better, much worse sustained tank. Pretty much means that the Raven's relegated to using a XL ASB, whereas the Typhoon has the large Ansel Repper, which runs a lot better sustained. It has a much better tank sustained. Yeah, Soprian, we're gonna cycle in today. We're starting out with BC. Gonna test the waters over here in Miniamar and see how that goes. Hey Vox, Dirty Doorknob. We swapped back over to Buckethead. Seems that their most recent albums, or his most recent album, I believe it's only one guy that's the artist. It's a lot of more rock style stuff, which I've been enjoying. That is a male exotic dancer, Toddles. You got it. Hey, Tree. Ah, that's a Shintaru. How's it going, Finn? Keeping your options open while away from station? Yes. You got it. You got it. Seems about right for this time of the day for the Terrace. Oh, not much, Finn. Hey, Send. Here we go. Sea Junction local. Ishtar and scan, huh? I believe there's a couple of stations that Ishtar could be at. See up scan. Looks like I'm guessing the Ishtar docked up. All right, I'm to the point where I'm gonna pick up the skins for the Cyclone and the Typhoon, those Crucial skins. I'm tired of waiting for more options. I want a prettier spaceship. Reflected pink isn't exactly my thing, but I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll do it. Do it, I swear. Drink the water, hydrate. Wait, what was Hula looking like? Okay, we're gonna check Hula first. Don't do it, Sard. Why wouldn't I do it? I want to do it. I want to do it. You can't tell me what to do, Finn. You're not the boss of me. The Merm Dive? No, Nick! It sounded like you got a lot of fun out of it, though. That's what's important, right? Starday. It's a pretty difficult link ship to kill, if that is indeed a link ship, which is probably 90% chance of being the case. That doesn't help these also on station. What are you crying about now, Finn? Suddenly said in Cal SF. Yeah, Cal SF, they tend to, like, you'll find a group of them, you might get a fight, you'll get a nice little spat between 1 to 3 of them. Then they go get their friends. It'd be kind of difficult to deal with. Wasn't this the same guy I was bumping earlier? I think he was in a different ship, though. No, I'm pretty sure it was Astarte. Okay, well, I'm in a much better ship for bumping than yesterday. Hey, Queenie. I wonder who this guy's links. Who he's links for. I mean, I'll try to bump him, and that does tend to do a good job of showing who exactly I'm dicking with. I love how mobile this thing is with double nano. It feels really good. Something Griffins, yeah. Sounds about right. Frigate's #1 ship in the game. If you got the numbers for it. Alright, I'm not going to heat my MWD. It doesn't really cost me anything to heat it repair-wise. I can repair it for virtually nothing in station, but I don't really anticipate this guy letting me bump him off station. I also was afraid of that. Yeah, it looks like he's much further into the station than I thought. Station model extends out more than I anticipated. Let's see if we can hit him from the top and move him down. The station looked like it would be easy to scrape someone off of, but it really depends on the model. I would not be surprised if I ricochet off the station trying to hit him from this... Oh, there he docked. Yeah, so... Binder, I don't know if you're watching. You need to deal with this guy. He's been a regular nuisance in Cormonan. Some tornadoes over here, man. Sorry, what is it about the cycling that you like? Serious question, no troll. You didn't have to add all the serious question, no troll bit. I hope I answered the question. But there's a couple of things I really like about it. Probably the biggest 2 things I like about it is the utilities that it has on it. It has you can put a decent take on it while still fielding Scram Web and getting an MGD on there. And you have 2 utility highs, so I can do my damage. And I still have the ability to have 2 newts on it, or a newt and a smart bomb, something like that. It's really versatile. It's also really mobile. It's a very fast BC. It's probably it's the fastest combat BC you're going to fly on par with the Hurricane. It's pretty agile. It's incredibly cap stable. It's ridiculously cap stable. It's surprising how cap stable it is. Are you serious? Oh, they're shooting? What? Okay. Really? These guys are disgusting. Like, wow, okay. I don't think burning back like this is a good idea. Look at this. Look at these people. Are you fucking serious? How risk adverse do you get at playing this game, where you have 3 fucking Logi ships? And they don't even understand how assigned drone mechanics work in low-sec. They assisted all their warriors to the Saber, but I'm not an illegal target. That would only work against someone that is an outlaw, or someone that is a war target to them. These guys are FAC War. They're Galente FAC War, I believe. Oh, no, they're actually not even in FAC War. Yeah, so the only target they can possibly assist their drones to shoot at are outlaws. That's never going to work. It's for decloaking, not aggressing? Okay. Well, you think they would actually use the drones to shoot me after I've been decloaked? Also, where's the web? Why was I not webbed? What a bunch of jokers, man. What a bunch of jokers. Oh well. Does mean I'm gonna have to take a long way around to get to where I want. The problem I have with that tree though is that unless I know someone local that can deal with it, I really hate waiting. I abhor waiting. Like unless I knew, say, Coops guys that are nearby that could deal with it, I'm not gonna wait. It doesn't look like Coops guys are active either, so it's too bad. Really? Well, I probably should dock up before I go for these guys at large, just to get my shield back. I'm missing about half my buffer, so let's do that really quickly. I'm pretty sure drones decloak, unless you have evidence showing otherwise, then. I'm quite certain that drones still decloak. Hey, Wibbly. So I believe that people are still abandoning drones to decloak as well as using cans and stuff in nullsec on bubbles. I'm quite certain that drones still decloak. I'd love for someone to disprove me though, because I really have not scienced that. Hey, Wibbles. Oh my gosh. That is a good looking kitty. This is me right now. Kill things. They still there? Yes, they're still there with more stuff. Fuck, alright. Let's go in there 100. And Executor. Who's the Executor with? Tuskers. Oh, interesting. Is Tuskers. Is there more than one Tusker here? It's not considered an exploit as far as I'm concerned, Nick. What will happen is, if it becomes too much for a grid, because there's no definitive amount of stuff, they'll just clear the grid. They'll just remove all the shit. This is where I wish I had a rigger. Oh, scythe coming in. No! Don't do it, please. Not in rep range. Yay! Maybe in rep range. Oh god. Yes. That was a crazy tank on that guy. How much are these worth? A fair bit. I want them all. Hey, Dimitri. British Navy issue. Ooh. Hurrah. Looks like he has, what, railguns fit? Or what are those? Not really sure. And he hasn't used his propulsion module to get out to me, which is kind of surprising to me. It tells me he wants to stay near the warp bin, which probably means he has more friends? I don't really know. Not really sure how that goes. And the fact that he has so many warriors, it's also kind of weird to me. Kind of says anti-frigate fit. Maybe he has that scythe buddy with him? I don't know. Was that in range? Yeah, it was in range. Oh, here comes more warriors. So he doesn't like warriors or something. Sentinel's pretty close to him. Let's see what the Sentinel does. Bails. Okay. Alright, well, let's repair up all of our heat damage, and then we'll figure out what we want to do from here. There's a lot of stuff on scans. Briggs Navy issue I'm not really sure about. We saw at least an Executor and a Scythe earlier. Looks like the Executor pilot's out of local. I'm really leery about getting in close to that Vexor to punch it, because I'm guessing he's bait. Small beams, you think? They didn't look like Tech 2. I think Tech 2 has little shiny lights on them. Maybe I'm being overly conservative, but I feel like I'm doing what's smart. You know, I could always do something like look up the guy in Battle Clinic. Another thing that about my Cyclone, though, is I can pretty quickly cap that guy out. I'd need about, maybe half a minute to do it, but I could cap him out, so it wouldn't be too difficult, too deadly, I should say, to go tackle him. It's not the scariest thing, but I'm guessing that all of his friends and stuff are going to be in system, ready to go, so I think I need more time than I'd have. Pretty sad about being called a risk-averse person when we were on our way from a wall roam. Oh my gosh, Varrock, please. What I need you to do, Varrock, is get like a bottle, a big, like a mason jar or something like that. I want you to collect it, like one for each of your eyes, and just collect those tears. Once it's full up, just cap it. I'll give you my address. I'll just send me a Twitch PM. I'll give you my address. You mail it over to me, so I can just like, kind of bathe myself on stream for you. Just one mason jar after the other. It'd be great. Okay, maybe we have a link Loki up. Let's see what's going on here. Loco for Loki? Wonder if that's actually... Is that Zhao? No. Okay. Oh, he just looked up one of the guy's Vexor losses? Oh my gosh, that thing's so tanky? Who's... That's ridiculously tanky. Does he ever solo? It looks like he kind of solos. A little bit. Kind of, sort of. That's really fast for a Loki. 400 MS is pretty damn fast. It's kind of telling me that he's Afterburner fit. Are these your links, friend? 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 Oops. Yeah. Alright, let's see if there's any of these guys on the other side of the gate. No, not really. Okay. There's a Tengu. Is that another Link ship? Jesus. Actually, it's a Tengu. I'll never be able to bump it in 1,000 years. It'll never happen. I don't know even why I'm thinking about this. Yeah, Sawyer was mouthing off in locals to say local. I don't enjoy listening to that kind of tirade. He doesn't really smack much from what I've seen. It's not anything like that. It's just volume that I don't really care for. Oh, is this Sawyer's links or something different? I wonder. I'm also kind of afraid of actually going back to this gate. I don't have much tank. And they're gonna have Loki links, so Who jumped? Does the links going through? Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing they're not Sawyer's links. Not sure who Sawyer's links are. But given that it was Glitter Freight, which I'm sure is for Dirt and Glitter, I'm gonna guess it's the Dirt and Glitter guy. We're gonna go with that assumption. Alright, so the duder that was doing the gate camp with the Saber and triple fucking T1 Logi for your single Saber. Let's see if they're still camping. Sir is a big shit talker. He does seem that way, but I don't often hear it. I don't think I'm often in local with him, though. They still here? No, they moved on. Good. Very silly stuff they had going on here. I might actually go to that novice just to see if anyone's on the outside. Tried to, what? I also tried to decloak gate cloak and it didn't work. That doesn't work. It can't work. You can't, no. You can be, like, within decloaking range of someone and it will not decloak you if you just went through a gate. Jesus, really? It's like the fourth link ship I bumped into today. It's no good, man. It's no good. They weren't camping you. Who are you talking about, Tatacat? Why no bonus? I haven't really been feeling like running with an alt lately, Dimitri. It's just how I feel to the past week or so. I'm using CN, right? Yeah. Oh, most of them are on the outside. That's a good time to have your MGD on cooldown, right? I guess it works out if the worm is not with Sir. Nice. Yeah, oh hello, Foon. Really good distance for him to warp into as well. It's pretty much on top of me. It was a good thing I was burning away at the time. The Eric guys, the one of the three. Oh, gotcha. I mean, probably why else would they have a Saber in low sec? I don't know. I used to see Missy Lorelei camp with an Osprey, Ganglink Osprey with a Thrasher or Saber. A Laser Saber, actually, is what he used. I've seen it before, people just camping gates like that with T1 Logi. But I guess given that Tech 3 destroyers in the game, there's not much reason to use a saber for what you guys were doing, or what that guy was doing anyway. Where's that? What's that from? Dismedi? Nice. I like that one card, so that's a good emote. I need to get like a panic button. That sounds good. Hey, Nuke, how's it going, man? Oh man, it was a toss up though. I mean, the Daredevil got out, damn it. Got tackle onto the comet, yay! Worm lands like, what, 4 came from me? I could kill a worm right now, or do I kill the comet? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm not really sure. It's a bummer, man. I could have had the worm. That definitely would have been worth a lot more of a... He's hilarious. He had me in stitches last night playing poker. You know, I'm actually pretty happy about poker being added to the Twitch TV game lineup. I'm pretty happy about the variety of live streams that Twitch is starting to branch into. I'm pretty happy. I mean, I know it's supposed to be like a game live streaming service. You know, they split off from gosh, what was actually the first name of it's Twitch TV, and then what was the other one that they split off from? I can't remember. But the original service that Twitch TV broke off from was like more traditional kind of like podcast style presentation live streams, and a lot of it was just straight piracy, people like ripping TV shows and showing that. But you also had people doing like arts and crafts sort of thing, music, that sort of thing. Justin TV, thank you. Which I feel like would make sense. It's like, okay, this is the website that's meant for that, but does it really make sense to split that much? I don't know. I feel like they should kind of keep to video games, not necessarily video games, sorry. They should keep to game content, but I'm actually really happy about them having music and things, so I don't know. Pretty much most of the creative content I've seen is focused on video games in some form or another. So even like, say, what is the gentleman that does the clay sculptures that I think, see, I have him on my recently followed, I can check him out. Sino Bush. He does kind of clay sculptures sort of things. Really cool stuff. What I think makes it just fine for him having on Twitch is it's mostly video game sculptures that he's doing. They shut down Justin TV. Oh, I did not realize this. I think Sawyer doesn't like the fact that he's blocked or something. A little bit of stream snipe going on right now. I'm guessing what's going on. Fun. Algo Swarm. Where are those guys? Wait, Own.tv got shut down as well? Or they shut down? What? Really? No kidding. I mean, like, the biggest thing about Own TV was that they decided to operate when Twitch decided to do the whole muting thing for copyrighted content, everyone was like, "Hey, we're gonna go over to Own TV." And then people didn't end up really going, and it's not really that big of a deal. Can't see that. I mean, I had nothing against the service. I think really what it comes down to is, whatever works for the streamer. They screwed up their streamers? I don't know about that card. Wait, am I thinking of Own TV or am I thinking of a different one? Live stream. Video game live stream. There's Twitch TV. There's Ustream. Am I thinking of Own? Oh my god. Dude, there have been so many streaming sites lately. I don't think I'm thinking of Owned. What is the alternative to Twitch right now? What's the common alternative? I thought it was Hitbox. Yeah, I'm thinking of Hitbox. Oh man, yeah, Owned. Yeah, Owned. They stiff their streamers. Yeah. No, I'm thinking of Hitbox right now. Jeez, I'm bad at this. Hey, Bio. Not many Wartburg Sawyer has in that Typhoon. Probably not enough. Something tells me he's not going to be running around with the Ascendancy set. Most people eschew that. Yeah, Zhao used to stream on Own TV. I had nothing against Own TV. No, yeah, what I was thinking of, the big thing that was going on was between Twitch and Hitbox. A lot of people, well, not a lot of people, some people ended up going over to Hitbox because they didn't want their past content to be muted due to them playing copyrighted music content, and all that copyrighted music content being on videos on demand. That's what I was thinking of. Okay, this album is really not doing it for me. Maybe it's just a song. Nah, it's not really doing it for me. Let's see here. What can we swap to? Somebody give me an album or an artist to play, please. I am running out of ideas. I could go over to Pandora, which is no big deal. In fact, I might just do Mr. Scruff. I haven't done Mr. Scruff in a while. Let's see here. I'm just going to do some Mr. Scruff. Taylor Swift, get out of here. Don't ever come back. Okay, Hitbox is not what I want. Let's see here, Nightwish with a piano version. What's this? Is there a higher quality version of this? Yes. Skrillex. God damn it. The Pogues. What is the Pogues? The Pogues. The Pogues. What is this? Celtic punk band. Hot diggity. Oh, they've been around since the 80s. Mm-hmm. I have to check them out. Alright, I'll leave this page open. Pendulum, nice. Jojo Meyer. What is Jojo Meyer? Jojo Meyer. Swiss drummer. Okay. Camelot. I can do some with some Camelot. Yeah, the audio quality for this isn't all that great, but it's still pretty nice. Sorry, which battlecruiser has the best anti-frigate capability? Merm is super strong for that, while still being incredibly viable against cruisers, even BCs. Cyclone does pretty good with the double newt. You have a bunch of utility high slots to work with. It's very powerful against frigates. I'm very comfortable taking the Cyclone into Tech 3 destroyers. I don't know. I think those are the two big ones for anti-frigate. It's a big reason why I fly them right now is because they can actually deal with smaller ships. I mean, hams aren't that great for dealing with small ships, but the newts is what clinches it. Once you shut off someone's prop mod and shut off their active tank, it's, pretty easy meat for hams and light drones to tear through. Yeah, Kevin, I mean, I'd recommend just checking out my my Lost Mails for some good roaming VCs. As far as anti-frigate stuff goes, the light neutron blaster Ferox is pretty cool too. Although if you start going up against frigates that can get beyond your light gun range, you're gonna have a really hard time. But the Ferox with 7 guns does ridiculous DPS, like 400 to 500 DPS with small guns. It's really good for shooting frigates. Very good. But more or less, all BCs have some level of anti-frigate ability, given that they all have a utility high slot now. So you can fit onto like a medium newt, which is pretty strong against frigates. It's really nice on, say, the Cyclone that gets an extra newt. So if I have a small newt if someone is using a NOS, it will pretty much knock them out. It'll pretty much heavily reduce the effectiveness of a small NOS. Also really heavily reduce the effectiveness of a small cap booster injected tank. And then the Merm just does really good damage against frigates because it uses drones. Like heavy, really heavily bonused light drones. Alright, let's see what these dudes are doing. Alright, so we had a couple options here. Let's see here. Let's try the Celtic band first, the Pogues. Pogues. Is there a particular album from the Pogues that you recommend? Boys from County Hill? County Hill? Okay. Is that an album or is that a song? Looks like it's a song. Boys from County... Loki and the Bootix. Loki and the Bootix. Rome Sodomy and the Lash is a great album. Oh, okay. With an album name like that, how can it not be good? This sounds like some Ministry level shit here. I might play some Ministry, actually. Ooh. That's a combat fit. That's not a booster. I can't do anything against that. Get out of here. Get out of here. What is this? Now the incursion should be gone, right? Yay! Celebrate! Celebrate! It really depends on who you're shooting, Angsty. It's quite often, especially the thing with heavy drones these days is that they orbit at a range around 3, 4, 5 km even. So they'll often be orbiting, and if they get primaried, they get webbed. It's Tech 2 drones especially, they have a hard time getting back to your bay before they get killed, even if you're right on top of the target you're shooting at. Light drones, I have less issue with light drones, but the big problem is, like, I'm shooting a lot of destroyers or frigate gangs. Light drones, drones in general just generally turn to mincemeat if they get primed. It's a big reason why when I'm flying a drone ship, I really prefer flying with like Federation Navy ogres, things like that, because just the double HP is really useful, even though they do slightly less damage output. The other nice thing about faction drones is that they have better tracking than Tech 2. So I took a look at your Murmfit. I don't mind warping slow. Okay. What do you think about replacing your speed rig with the durability rig? You could. It's not a bad idea at all, Nausicaa. I think it's a pretty strong idea. The alternative to that would be doing like a second aux pump for extra tank. I agree, but a drone durability isn't going to give you that much more of an edge. It's 20% more HP. It's not small. It's not great, but it's not small. It's actually, I ended up putting one of those onto, what's it called? My Dominix, a Gank Dominix that I came up with, a fitting I came up with. I'm not sure if it's going to work out, but I'm going to be losing a couple of those, so we'll see how much of a difference it makes on the drone HP. I mean, the toss-up that I had with that Dominix is either drone HP or speed. I think speed is probably the more offensive option. Drone durability is the more defensive, protracted fight option. So I'm not really sure which way I'm going to go with that. Hey, Adriel, we've gotten into a couple of fights. One of the incursions that were hounding the Minmatar faction warfare area just dropped, so I'm going to go check out that area. But it seems modestly active right now for solos, kind of small gang stuff, so I'm pretty happy with the Warzone right now. It's been good. How much rage the new icons will cause on Tuesday? It'll probably be glorious, Rambo. I know I'm going to be confused as fuck and really relying heavily on my my overview to know what the fuck things are. I've been, like, the little bit of AT practice that I've been doing has helped a lot. But the big problem with the AT practice is that my settings on Sissy aren't that great. Like, I'm missing a lot of my overview stuff, so it's not as complete, the practice with the new brackets. Yeah, Nausicaa, I agree. That's why I think that drone durability rig is pretty good. That's Nausicaa, I mean, that's what it really comes down to. Like, I can't say if there's going to be one choice that's going to be better versus the other. And frankly, I don't have that much experience with drone rigs and stuff. You often see drone mods and drone rigs for, like, drone speed and stuff like that on Gilas, whatever, or Worms to make them faster, make their drones faster. Like a single drone nav, I think, pushed up Valkyries to 5 km per sec, something like that. You see, it's pretty common on Garista ships. I'm probably going to end up experimenting with it again on the Dominix. And we might do that tonight. So we might see if that's any good tonight. And I just had like a 5-man gang jump into me in that system. I'm going to actually reapproach and see what those guys are up to. But I'm not sure what the best choice is going to be. I mean, it's really hard to say no to another aux pump. More tank is always nice. It's always appreciated. It's going to get you through most engagements. It's universally useful. But that drone durability rig could also mean that your drones don't get chewed up by a frigate gang. Hmm. No, you can export your overview settings, but there also are client settings that's a little bit more a pain in the butt to copy over. It's located in your app data, I believe. Mm. I've seen bicarbonate running around in Hurricane. I don't know if that's the name of the Hurricane he flies. I was afraid of this. I was really afraid of this. It's very likely this guy's going to have a scram. Here's the scram. Double exec, yeah, I'm dead. It's gonna turn off the tank. Yeah, this jump has been a pain in the ass lately. I don't know if it's specifically these guys, but just gate campers. Let's see. Is this the same group that got me the other day? Yes, it was. Nothing really to be done. That's a really nasty camp, by the way. The long range scram, they probably have links, so it's probably at least a 20 km scram. There's really nothing a ship like mine can do unless I had MBD cloak. That'd be about the only thing I could have done. These guys do awful damage output. I have no tank running right now. And again, it's a Mauler, Gnosis, Thorax, and that Razu. No, Simono, these guys, they camp here. Honestly, if they're gonna be over here in this area, I'm just not gonna go through that gate anymore. It's a pretty easy gate to avoid. There's nothing really else going on in that region either. Or that region of space. Now, the stream snipe was Sawyer and friends coming up behind me. Okay. Well, let's actually jump into said Dominic's and get going on that. So, what I've been looking at for the Dominic's is kind of continuing the trend that I've been having with this Hyperion, trying to do a lot of kind of gank, kind of low tank gank combat battleships. This is using a drone durability rig. I'm not really sold on it. I feel like it's going to be a decent choice. Double heavy newt. Really good against cruisers, that sort of thing. Pretty much knock out the cap out of a frigate in one go, and then another cycle a couple seconds later just to make sure the prop mod doesn't turn back on. I'm not really sold on this long point, but I really dislike nuding frigates at like say 20 km and then them warping off when I can't do anything. I can't tackle them in time because I'm in a slow battleship. So I think I'm going to stick with the long point. Oracle! Oracle is a gang ship. It's not a solo ship. It is not remotely a solo ship. If I was like in a small gang, I would be in an Oracle. Oracle's really fun. Chester actually did a YouTube video recently where he was highlighting pretty much the Oracle. I'll link it for you guys if you haven't seen it. Blah, blah, blah. Highly recommend you check that out if you haven't seen it before. Really smart gameplay coming out of Chester with that video. Kind of breaks down what's really good for a skirmish gang. I am flying a Domi Lion Cake. We're in a Dominix. It's been a while. It's been a while. But we're doing the Venerable Space Potato. I use a different fit. I've done it quite often with the dual rep fit. And now I'm trying out kind of a gank fitting. Not really sure. I've really been really happy with the Hyperion gank fitting. This thing doesn't put out anywhere near the damage output. Nowhere near the damage output. But double heavy newts is pretty awesome, and the ability to hit down on targets, hit smaller targets that get under my guns, or at least try to get under my guns, is going to be awesome. So we'll see how well this works out. A structured tank Naga? Is it like an anti-frigate thing? Sounds kind of fun. It's not blue or yellow? Oh no. I haven't got any skins for the Dominix. I'm not a big fan of the skins for the Dominix. I have a Quake skin for it. I don't care for it. I'm not a huge fan of the Intaki, and the Airzone shipping, I could take it or leave it. Orange is like my favorite color, but yeah, not really on a Dominix. I'm not a huge fan of it on the Hyperion either. You do smart bombs in 3 newts. Yeah, I mean, back in the day, I used to run with a brick tank, like a 4 1600 plate Trimarked Dominix, with double heavy newt, double medium newt, and double large armor rep, remote armor reps. I just do that in a gang. Really cheap, kind of unexpected RR, and then you have the 25 km, you have the huge newt output from it. Really fun ship. I wouldn't fit a web to it. I'd do a long point MWD, I think double cap booster, and an ECCM. Incredibly fun ship. Dominix can very easily still do that. Are you worried it's a little light on the tank? Yeah, well, I'm not too worried about how light the tank is. I'm going to rely on the extra damage output from the triple DDA to kind of carry me through a fight. I found that in a lot of engagements, it's not so important how much HP I have. It's a lot more important how quickly I kill targets. I found that in a lot of my BS fights. If I don't kill something very quickly, then I get stuck, and then I get killed by a gang. That's what I found a lot recently. So that's what I've been trying to experiment with, is how viable gank BS are in today's meta. And they've been performing quite well. I've been fairly happy with the results out of gank battleships. It's not quite what Miker's been doing. Big Miker, in a lot of his videos, he tends to have a couple of nanos on as well. I've been more or less eschewing that for a little bit more buffer, more resist mods, and more damage output mods. But I think the big difference between my videos my content and Miker's is just that he flies with a lot more money in his fittings. That's the big thing. Like, he has snakes, and then he has gang links all the time, whenever he's going out. So I mean, he can afford to fly a very different way. Really? Peter suspect. He's gonna go around the gate. No! Why'd I have to be so slow? See, this is where a scrambler would have been great. I don't have a scrambler. So now he's back on gate. And just jumped. I love that these guys camp here, though. It's actually a good chance of getting content. Too bad. Speeding potato! Someone call the police! It's called the space police! Here's a daily cat gif. That's amazing. That's actually amazing. It's like the exact opposite resolution of what I look for out of a cat gif, but I will try to put that one up. I'm gonna have to put it like this, which is ugly. Oh, look at that white bar. Ah, damn it. In fact, I'm just gonna have this up for a little bit, and then I'm gonna get rid of it, just because it's too tall. Dommy Fit, it is a gank Dommy. And we're actually destroying that guy. It may have been a good idea to hold off on the newts, but what I was hoping for is that I'd turn off, I'd remove his capacitor for activating a neutralize, or activating MWD. That was my hope there. Wasn't really realized at all, but oh well. Oh well. I'm actually going to save that gift just because it's a good one. Let's see, let's get a cat gif. Zambi cat! Finn had this cat avatar that mimicked his face actions. Oh yeah, I was there for that stream. I was actually one of the dudes that goaded him into streaming that night instead of doing video editing stuff. You can thank me for that broadcast. Another cat gif? That cat looks so sad! Oh my gosh, it's awesome. Voyeurs, that's amazing. We'll be swapping to that one soon. That's a cat that's spending 60 hours a week on the manufacturing line. I did miss the cat avatar. You had done the I've seen a different streamer do that to really good effect. Bikeman. I don't know if you watch Bikeman at all, Finn, but Bike used that program for a while, which is fucking amazing. With Bike's voices and his humor. Worked out perfectly. And he actually set it up where it followed his face very well. Hey, Coos. Oh, Nick, did you get in a replacement room? Death to frigates. Very nice, dude. Very nice. Well, yeah, it's really surprising, Nick. I mean, it's a fucking Myrmidon. It's not like it ever stopped being good against frigates, but people will take frigates into it. Typically as part of a gang, but especially with the Ansel Repper, you can tank through probably 2 to 3 frigates and kill them as long as they don't murder your drones fast enough. at a very healthy pace, enough to keep yourself alive without a paste on the Ansel Ripper. The basketball playing cat. It's this one. Okay. The best thing about that gift is the explosion. Alright. I'm actually gonna swap music over here. Let's see. I was like recommended Jojo Meyer. Let's see. There we go. Oh, is that Nick? Yeah, it's Nick Sarn. Start it up. And an auger. Uh-oh. What's going on over here? Hmm. What really surprises me about this Dominix is just how slow it is, even though it's not plated, not tri-marked. It's still really slow. Kind of frustrating. What? What do you want? What do you want, Slicer? What? Get out of here. Alright, let's see if these guys are actually on the gate over here. Yeah, it seems like they might be. Nope. I think there's a station right next to me. Maybe? More of these guys. I actually watched that video. That's a video that was kickstarted. It's like a 30-second 80s style, 80s parody kung fu kick 'em up gratuitous violence thing. It's actually quite good if you haven't seen it. It's what the hell is the name of it? Kung Fury. Yeah, 30 minutes long. I'm convinced this auger is with these guys, which is really shitty. It's like the last thing I want to be dealing with is an auger wraps on top of something. It's a really good chance that there's an auger that's going to... a third party... not third party, but an auger that's going to come and repair, like, the whatever. Dominic's on scan now as well. And NATO, too. Okay, this is where having low HP can be a really bad freaking deal. feel like I should have canceled warp earlier. Also, it wouldn't be a bad idea just to open up a large if there's one available. I guess the knobs or something will be fine too. There's the slicer again. Yeah, there's the auger. They're too fast and warping in support. So I'm going to be dealing with linked auger. It's not what I'm looking for. Probably just going to move through the system. Although if they're watching the stream, I might not have a choice here. Doesn't look like they are. I guess the start is like on a POS then? Yeah, I'm just gonna get the hell out of here. It's not worth my time. It didn't look like the slicer was linked, but I don't know. Is that a gain coming in? Might have been some local downs, wasn't? Don't remember the local count. Not feeling the music? Yeah. I'm actually kind of with you there. I usually enjoy jazz. Jazz is okay. I can deal with jazz. The sax was not doing it for me, though. Let's just head over to Pandora. It's usually a good standby. Looked like that guy went to Star. Yeah, he probably went to the Star. Probably not worth chasing though in a battleship. Doubt he'd stick around. This is Kalisef? Yeah. Avoid OMS, I always do. Especially on the US prime time during the weekends. It's not a really healthy place to go when you're alone. Yeah, if you're looking to get into Calgal space, coming in from HiSec, Galente HiSec, I recommend going through Marathand. Vigilant? Oh wow, what is all this stuff? Oh wow, okay. It's actually a bit much. Uh-oh. What do they do? Where are they? What are they doing? Why are they doing it? There's this stupid thingy thing. What the hell is it called? Fuck. I don't remember what it's called. Yeah, let's just do it by 90-degree scans. Wow. Some that I'd love to deal with, most of it not. Probably POS. Let's just move through. Hysera, oh yeah, it's annoying warp hunt for you. Hysera is also a really bad system. The only people, it looks great on the map. There's like people there, occasionally kills in there, but the only thing that's happening in there is people farming level 5s. So unless you're equipped to deal with someone like in a carrier or something like that, blitzing level 5s, it's not really worthwhile for you to be in a small ship to go in there and look for fights. Oh, okay, Tattlecat. I mean, I have no idea. So maybe we can try a different album from Tattlecat. Or from Tattlecat, from Jojo Meyer. That's a lot of Sleipnirs. I'm guessing Artie Sleipnirs? From Shadow? Not Shadow. What was it called? Snuff. Okay. Hey, on the gate? That's not Snuff either. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Okay. Phew. What is... I've heard of Bastion before. I don't know what they do. Other than run around in Sleipnir gangs, which is pretty cool. Pretty slick. Hey, Valdo. Try Nerve? Okay. They're chasing as well. Is the majority of their gang following as well? There's quite a few Bastion in here. probably just go, because I'm not seeing the majority of their gang. So I might be in an okay position here. Why is the crow not dead? There you go. Oh, they came in here a lot faster than I thought they would. Oh, I thought you could activate an MJD, fuck. Ah, well. Don't warp! Fuck you, Capsule! Those are some fast-moving Sleipnirs. I wonder if they have warp speed rigs on those. I know they go 3 AU per sec, so they're not slow at all anymore. I was also really hoping that I could newt out the Vagabond. Maybe newting the Harpy was not a good idea. Just getting 2 cycle plus 3rd cycle, maybe to turn off the Scram. Oh well. Doesn't seem like you have much tank when you have about 10 Sleipnirs volleying through you, does it? Well, unfortunately, I mashed warp to get my pod out, and it wasn't an intention. I was trying to mash warp to get my Dominix out on a newt cycle. So let's warp over there and see if they will kill off my pod. I don't think they will. There is definitely enough tank versus Sleipnirs, especially Artie Sleipnirs. The tank is don't be in range of them. I was also really surprised in how long the fucking crow stayed up under sentries. That crow was up for like a solid, what, 15 seconds? MWDing around the gate like a retard? A little bit frustrating. Well, that's a really bad engagement to really judge the Dominix by, so we're gonna have to try that again. It's too bad. Yeah, these guys are gonna be gone by the time I get back to the gate. That's fucking annoying. So I'm gonna have to wait down 2 seconds. Is there a station here I can kill myself out? Maybe in Tama? Medical services? Maybe? Please? God? Why does this region have to have no stations? Oh, for the love of God. Okay, I'm just gonna kill myself. I'm gonna self-destruct here. And I'm gonna go grab some water. Did they even loot the wreck? They did. Good on them. Alright. We'll be back, guys. Oh, I just saw some Exodus links going through. Evidently, Calgal Space is going to be fairly boring for what I'm trying to do. Rest in pieces, Speedy Spud. Yeah. Alright. Well, what to do? I feel like we can do a Hyperion. I kind of want to do another either Cyclone or Dominix, honestly. I feel it bothers me whenever I get hit by a blab like that. It really does nothing to show what the Dominix is capable of. Another thing that really surprised me as well is that I didn't realize that you couldn't cycle your MJD if you had a Scrambler on you. I figured it would let you to cycle it, and then just not continue the cycle. It would just deny you from having the blink effect. So that's actually something that's good to know. I did not realize that was the case. It's been a long time since I've actually tried to activate my MJD when I'm scrammed. So, good to know. Good to know. There we go. Alright, let's take a look at the map before I do anything here. Never actually got over to Onyata. That might be decent. This area is no good with the type of camps that reside there. Let's do another Cyclone. I feel like a Cyclone's got a pretty good thing going on for the meta right now. Or who's actually in space. Okay, so it denies it from activating, but it does cause the cooldown. Really? Really? It causes the cooldown to happen if I'm... What? Also, if you power up the MGD and it's powering up to jump and you scram... Oh, okay, yeah. No, yeah, I know what you're talking about. So yeah, if it's cycling and you get a scram and at the end of the effect you're scrambled, then you will not MGD and you go on cooldown. Correct. I thought you were saying that if I'm scrambled and I try to initiate it and it doesn't activate and it gives me a cooldown, that would be fucking bullshit. Okay, I understand what you mean now. Alright, well, let's take our medicine. That's obviously what we had going on wrong with that Dominix, is that I did not take any drugs. That's why that Dominix did not go well. That has to be the issue. Oh my gosh, this drug rules today. Can we have these every day? Alright. And then let's make sure it's insured. I don't think it is. Nope. Delicious insurance fraud. Alright. Let's get into that fast moving Cyclone. Hope for some good times. Fuck, I need to implant. Eve is about a game about insurance fraud. It very is entitled. It very much is. Shadowcat, like, I would be fine with it acting that way, even though I think most players would, like, fucking go bonkers if, like, the MGD would activate if you were scrambled. I'd be okay with that happening, because it's entirely possible if you have, like, double newts, for you to know that someone's pretty much going to be dropping their scram very soon. And if you're going to survive, you need an MGD cycle to go off in, like, say, 10 seconds. And you're nuding someone hard enough where the scramble's probably going to drop in the, like, next 5 seconds. So I would be okay if, as long as it actually activated the cycle to shoot you off, that Yoda is going to cooldown. Like, if it would activate the cycle while you're scrammed, I'd be okay with that. But that's not how it goes. So that's kind of no point talking about that. Why is your micro offline? Because the fit requires a CPU implant, and I didn't have it in. The problem that I run into with this fitting is that I will kill myself if I don't get good drug rolls. And sometimes I forget to actually put the implant in. It's exactly it, Beast of Bitch. It's exactly it, man. It's one of the really nice things about the clone cost changes. The medical clone's not costing a ISK anymore. If you don't have any implants, there's no reason for you to deal with a bad drug roll if you're in your staging system. Standard drugs are about 2.5 million ISK each. Who cares? Just spend 5 million ISK, get a bag roll, go outside station, kill yourself, rinse, repeat until you get good drug rolls. It's only when you're roaming and you have drugs that are in your cargo bay and you have to activate them on the spot that you are chained to the drug results, or if you have implants in. Wouldn't that be fantastic though? Like, you take a tab of LSD. Oh, this isn't a good trip. Wake up a few seconds later, go take another tab of LSD. Oh, this is a good trip. This is fantastic. Let's do it. What a strange game I play. To even draw these kinds of attempts at parallels to real life. It's kind of like Groundhog Day, is what it really comes down to. I don't think in Groundhog Day he ever experimented with drugs, but I can imagine that happening. Synthetic coffee? Not even once. Yes, yes. Excellent, excellent. Nick Sarin, like any video game I play, I'm probably going to be rocking drugs. Usually they have like a risk-reward element to them, and I quite enjoy that about games. Benzodiazepines. Probably butchered that, but what is this? What does that do? Benzos. What does it do? What does it do? Oh, it's muscle relaxant. I don't want to stop. I want to jump. Jump! Sar's drug is exotic dancers. Too true, Maximus. Too true. Do a line of blue pill. I always imagine drugs, like when you look at the shape of a drug, it looks like something that you'd like, jab into yourself, or that would like be a part of the umbilical system that's within your capsule. So someone would like slot that, and then you'd have the drug effect. I've always imagined it being like that, not something like you'd snort or something. Although for pretty much all the drugs that you actually take for combat purposes, I think there's actually little lore kind of related counterparts to them. Like, for example, for Blue Pill, it's actually a trade good, which I'm guessing would be the sort of thing that you swallow or you snort, something like that. You take a cubic meter of drugs. Jesus, really? Yeah. Holy crap, that's a lot of drugs. It must be like the drug apparatus or something. I don't know. Jesus. God. How much volume of drug have I gone through in my life? And that high only lasts me an hour? What? Then again, look at the size of an exotic dancer. That's also a cubic meter. Holy jeez. That's a big dancer. It's a big girl. That's a big boy too. A soul release formula. There you go, Loco. Still a cubic meter? It's a lot of medicine, man. It's a suppository. Yeah. Confirming I have a cubic meter room up my butt. Several cubic meters, actually, for the multiple different types of drug. For some reason, I can't stack more than that. And not two of the same type. I thought it was ectoplasm. Used for making liquid inside Starship Pod Pots. It's a goo. Street hookers are so Tech 1. So it looks like Dirt and Glitter may be about. Normally they have a little bit more presence, but it is getting a little bit late. I'm pretty sure they're primarily EU. It's probably just the Say No campaign. Yeah, why use ectoplasm when you can just like swim in drugs? Am I right? Am I right? I think I'm right. That would be a lot nicer, though, if they made drugs a much smaller item, like a 0.1 meter cube, something like that. 0.01 meter cubed. That'd be a lot nicer if they did that. Chalamet! Usable boosters have some interesting descriptions in regards to how Capsuleers control ships. Yes, they do. Soothsayer is a pretty fun one. Then what is it? Is it X Instinct? There's one of them where you think you're being chased around by things and it makes your ship go faster or something like that. That might actually be Soothsayer. Let's see here. This booster introduces a trance-like state whereupon the pilot is able to sense the movement of faraway items without all the visual static flooding senses. Being this trance helps the pilot hit moving items with better accuracy, although he has to be careful to not to start hallucinating. That's not it. Is it X Instinct? Might be this one. Yes! Oh, no, that's not it. This energizing booster grants the user vastly improved economy of effort when parsing data streams needed to sustain spaceflight. The main benefits of this lie not in the improved performance, but in less waste of transmission and extraneous maneuvers, making the ship sleeker in performance and harder to detect. The booster's only major drawback is the crazed notion that the pilot's inventory would look so much better if merely ranged one more time! Thekla actually came up with that booster. He invented it. Mind Flood, maybe? There's one I really like. No, that's not it. It's a Blue Pill Exile? I don't know. No, that's not it. Oh. Oh. No. I think there's only one left here. Frentix. Shoot. Crash, maybe? Ah, I'm not sure which drug it was that had the really fun description I was thinking of. That's too bad. And there's a lot of people in the system. What is going on? And I think a novice just came up? What's going on over here? Quaif has a good one. Is it Quaif? Quaif Ultra? No. There's one of them where you're like concerned about like, you know, space creatures invading your ship or something like that. It's quite amusing. Quaif Zero, whoops. Okay. I'd never used that drug, so. Hmm. Hmm. Soothsayer is not a drug. Yes, it is. It's very much a drug. 6. There you go. It's a fall-off drug. Not all that popular, though. Given that 10% fall-off doesn't really do much in comparison to, say, 25% better tracking. Hey, Super Nick. I just realized Binder is not in Alga. It's really rare to see. It's really bad at the barrage change. What barrage change is that? What are we talking about, Loco? I didn't realize barrage was changed at all. How many hyenas is that? 1 hyena. Yeah, the surprising thing, C-Junks, is that evidently Binder PvPs quite a bit, but I guess it's just during EU prime time or something. Oh, he's going in. No! You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! How could you? He's stabbed. Oh no, he's just trying to activate it. I didn't realize it would actually do the animation for activating it. If you were scrambled. It's kind of amusing. Well, there's sea junks. Which means I have way more frigate killing power now, which is nice. And they're going for sea junks. Nice. This guy's not slow. Fuck. Damn it! Damn you and your links! Damn them mateys! And this Seeple's probably gonna scram me. Yeah, I think I'm done here. I'm donezies. Dunbar. Dead. Destroyed. Fuck. Oh well. Oh well. Why 2 flights of lights? Because I'm usually fighting Frigate Slayer. And when you're fighting frigates, having medium drones doesn't help you all that much. Oh, 4K followers? Nice. Thanks a lot to you guys. They had a TD on you as well, C-Junks? That sucks. Yeah, the 4 per second out of the ONI is a little bit too much for me. I had very little chance of actually getting an MJD onto him. I got within like 15 of them. But, oh well. Oh well. A little bit too much gang link. What are you gonna do, right? Get your own game links. Play the meta. Get an alt. Pay to win. Oh, baby. A little bit better. A little bit. Alright. Why'd I let myself get potted? Because I had a 1 million ISK implant, and I prefer to get back to my staging system very quickly. I had no investment in my capsule. That's why I let myself get potted. It's actually pretty nice. It means that I can get right back into a ship and get right back onto the saddle and start shooting again. Getting out and trying to find people to shoot. So that's a big thing about the kind of PvP I've been doing lately. I haven't really been investing much into my capsule. I've trained most of the skills I want, so I don't really care too much about training time and having more learning implants in. So I have a kind of a luxury of not caring so much about my training rate, which is I think a lot of people are doing with their pods, +3s, +4s, etc. That was a good fight. It's just a little bit frustrating. Everything was kiting, everything was running away, nothing was trying to brawl in. Very frustrating. And if it wasn't for that really, really aggressive MJD, I'd been fine. I was just trying to help out C-Junks, who was pretty much doing all the killing there. It's unfortunate that they went straight for C-Junks instead of me. It's unfortunate that the gang was actually smart. Oh. Alright guys, well I'm feeling a little bit burnt out on Eve, so I am going to call it a day. I've done about 3 hours of doing AT practice, and now another 2 or so hours of stream for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. A lot of fun. Don't get me wrong, a lot of fun. We have a couple more types of ships that I want to be throwing around. We tried out that Dominic's. Hopefully we'll get into an actual decent engagement with it, not this kind of getting blapped by a Sleipnir gang bullshit. I think that Dominic's fit's going to work out pretty well. The double heavy nude I think is going to be really strong on it. Even though it's not all that fast, the Hyperion outpaces it a fair bit, it seems. But that's all I got for you guys tonight. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow, probably more in the European prime time. I think. We'll see how that goes. Other than that, we got the regularly streamed Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I guess I'll see you guys then. So, as usual, follow on Twitter and follow on Twitch, and I'll see you guys soon. Play Reckless.